Hi, Nicolette here with tips and tricks for Photoshop. Today we're going to be doing a very basic postcard size invitation for a Christmas party. We're going to be using several different tools within Photoshop to get this general invitation just so we can learn the basics. Okay, so you're going to open up Photoshop, File New. We can call it Merry Christmas. You're going to want to make sure that your units are inches and not pixels, or whatever unit you use. So I'm going to go with inches. We're going to make the width 6 and the height is 4. This is just your basic standard photo size. For resolution, I'm going to use 300. Your Photoshop may open up with a default of 72. That works great if you want to just view it on the computer, but if you want to ever print it out, 300 is going to be your best bet. That will make sure that it won't be pixelated when you print it out, and it'll give a really high quality. Okay, so you can make your window a little bit bigger. We're going to go right to this URL. This is fastdogsentertainment.com/fastdogsentertainment/Photoshop workshop. I will post this in the description so you can follow right along with us. Okay, so right click, copy this background image, go right into Photoshop, edit, paste. It will show up a little small at first, but you can go right into edit, free transform. If you're on a Mac, you can do Command T, which is also called Apple T. If you're on a PC, Control T. So I'm going to Command T. It'll come up with 8 handlebars that you can use to manipulate the image. If you want it to stay the same proportions, you can hold down Shift at the same time. I just wanted it to fit the 4x6, so I didn't. It'll look really pixelated right now, but don't worry about it. Just press enter and it'll depixelize itself. So since we have our background image, we're going to go to the next step in this tutorial, which is to put the Merry Christmas text on here. So we're going to type Merry Christmas. I'm going to make it a little less fancy typeface for now. This one looks pretty good. Okay, so that Command T that we just used to transform the background, we can also use for this text. So you're going to Command T or Control T if you're on a PC, and you're going to just manipulate the text so that it fills your postcard, well, your invitation. So you're going to just make this whatever size you want it. In the tutorial, we're using just a size that will fit the postcard. You're going to highlight your text, go up here to your color box, scroll down to a green. We're just going to do basic Christmas colors today. Now you can highlight your E. Let's make it a little more fun. Go up to your reds, get a red that you like, click OK. Now if you want to make this R the exact same red that you made your E, you can go back to your color box. Your cursor will turn into an eyedropper, which you can then go onto your E and get the same color. So your R turns into the same color. Another shortcut to do this is to add this color to your swatches. So we're going to add that to our swatches, and we're going to call it Christmas Red. Okay. Then you can click OK again, and then it is in your swatches, which is right in your color window, color swatches. So now when we want to do the C, we can just go up here, R, so on and so forth. These are great shortcuts if you have to do different colored letters for a lot of things. Okay, so now that we have this, you can see that the Merry Christmas doesn't show up very well on top of our blue background. So we're going to want to take the opacity of our blue background down. Make sure in your layers window, if you don't have your layers window open, you can go right up here to window, layers, make sure that that's open. Go to layer 1, which should be your blue background. You're going to go right here to your opacity, bring it right down. I usually go right about 68 for this project. So we're going to use that. So your background should go down in opacity, and then your type will be more prominent on your page. So we're going to go back to the website, and we're going to get this piece of clip art right here. So right click, copy the image, go back into Photoshop, edit paste, or Command V if you're on an Apple, Control V if you're on a PC. We're going to move it right over to on top of our M. If you are not on your move tool is right here. It will allow you to manipulate whatever layer you're on. Okay, so we're going to go to our magic wand tool, select this white background, delete that, delete this corner, and delete this. This is really handy for getting out all kinds of solid color backgrounds. Okay, so you have it selected right now. You can go to select, deselect, or if you're on a Mac, Command D, PC, Control D. That will deselect whatever's on there. And now if you want to adjust your hat a little bit, you can do that right there. Oops. Okay. If your hat happens to get under your Merry Christmas or under your background at any point, you can always drag and drop your hat layer right here, layer 2, on top of your Merry Christmas. Okay, so next we are going to make a red box, just like on here. So this is our shapes tutorial. So we're going to use this right under where we got the type tool. We're going to get this rectangle right here. It may be any one of these shapes. If it's not, you can drag over here and find your rectangle. It should still be selected onto your red that you used for your every other letter in Merry Christmas. So make a box, however big you want. Go to your move tool, move it centered. Now you can go to your opacity. I would bring it down just about to where you brought the background. This will help blend it in a little bit more and make it a little less prominent on the page. So now we're going to use our type tool again. We're going to choose right in there, and then we're going to come join us for a Christmas party. Okay, so we want this all on the same line. Okay, so you can highlight your text and make it a different size up here if you'd like to. Go right up here to your color box again, and you can choose whatever color you'd like. I'd like to choose white right now. Also, if you'd like to make the space in between, like right here, if you'd like to make that smaller, you can highlight your text, go to Window, Character, and right here with the two A's on top of each other, you can make that a little bit smaller. So that'll bring the bottom text up. I'm going to enter. Now if that space is too big, you can also do the same thing we just did and make that space smaller. So we're going to do that, and now we're going to use the eraser tool. Keep in mind that this step only works if you're on the background layer. So we're going to go back to our layer 1. This is the only layer where you will have a solid color behind it. So this is really where it works the best. So I'm just going to draw a heart for now. You can fill it in or not. Right now you're just erasing the background layer, so you're just getting to what's behind your background. If you ever need to find out or manipulate something behind your background without selecting your background, you can use these eyes to make the layers visible or invisible. So you can take these in or out as much as you'd want. This helps a lot if you want to try different things in the same space. So we can also, these are on the web page, but you can also use drop shadow and outer glow. So you can go back into Photoshop, make sure you have Merry Christmas selected, that layer. You're going to go into your type tool, highlight your Merry Christmas, or actually you don't have to highlight your Merry Christmas, sorry. Go into layer, layer style, drop shadow. You'll notice you get this shadow against your letters for Merry Christmas. This will help your text be more prominent on the page. This is the drop shadow effect. There are a lot of effects in there. I'm just going to show you the outer glow effect as well. The outer glow I use a lot on posters to make things stand out, so you have a new glow around your Merry Christmas. That makes it a little more Christmassy and fun. So I'm going to show you one more thing. So I'm going to cancel out of that. Layer, layer style. You can also stroke, which in a lot of programs is an outline. I used PrintShop when I was younger. It was called an outline, but in Photoshop it's called stroke. So you can make this as thick or as thin as you want. You can change the color. We can change it to whatever color we'd like. We're going to do white. And congratulations, you have just made your first Christmas invitation. Let me know if you have any questions, comment below, and subscribe. Thanks.